Hi guys and welcome to my channel, Deo here. So I bought the ZV1 with lots of freebies from Henry's Cameras and Glorietta 4. So let's try and open it up. Of course, I will start off with the ZV1. This is a camera I've been looking for the past year. I've watched a lot of reviews but was quite hesitant because first it's out of stock. And here in Manila, it's quite expensive. It's around 40,000 pesos, I think, roughly below $1,000. But now the promo is they have the black on stock right now, which really, you know, enticed me to pull the trigger. And then there were a lot of freebies. So initially they were giving away the grip with the wired grip, but in this case I actually got the Bluetooth grip included in the vlogger's kit. So opening up the box, we have the standard paperworks. We have the dead cap. This is the one that you put on the cold shoe, the cold shoe, to reduce the wind noise when you're outside vlogging. Micro USB. I truly wish that Sony actually placed a USB Type C on this device. And here's the camera. Let's just put it aside for now. And the battery. The battery that we are using is the standard battery that's being used on RX 100. It is the NPPX1. It's quite small, so I was able to get another battery for a discounted price. So that's cool. So that when I'm trying to shoot a vlog, when I travel, I can switch from one battery to another. I wanted to get at least 2 additional batteries, but they ran out of stock. So it's quite hard to look for this battery here in Manila. I didn't want to invest in a third-party battery. I really wanted to focus, to invest on an original. Okay, here's the camera. Wow, the build quality is very nice, very nice. Although it's plastic, the rationale there is really for Sony to cut on some cost and also to make it very lightweight. So I'm actually I tried using the ZV1 on a Fayutech G6 Max, and it works properly. So here are the ports. So you do have the microphone jack, you do have the micro USB port, and then the HDMI port, and then the loop wherein you can put in the cuff. The cuff it's branded Sony. It's a freebie coming from Sony Philippines. It's actually from Peak Design, so it's a very good quality cuff loop. Now let's put in the battery. I think I need to put in the the SD card as well. So Sony gave, as part of the vlogger's kit, a 64 GB high-speed 4K Type 10 SD card. So if you guys are actually buying an SD card and shooting on 4K, make sure that you invest on the SD card. Don't go cheap, because I've experienced buying, either fake ones or very cheap SD cards, and they usually get corrupted in a few uses. So let's just pry it in. I really hate blister packs, but in any case, okay, it's a difficult blister unboxing. I'll just destroy the box right now, just for name's sake. We have some paperwork, and we do have the SD card in itself. There you go. Okay, that's 64 GB. I was planning to get a 256, but I think the best practice is really to keep your SD cards either 32 or 64. 64 is the sweet spot. Buy multiple ones, so that when the SD card gets corrupted, you only lose 64 GB instead of 256. This is something that I've heard and viewed in several YouTube channels. So I'll just put in the SD card right now and turn on the ZV1. Let's try and see. Okay, lock that door. Okay, turning it on. And we'll do the initial setup. So the initial setup requires, I'll choose English for the language for now. Enter the date. Today is February 25, so select time zone. Here in Philippines, we're using Hong Kong, Singapore. Nope, go back. Hong Kong, Singapore. Date is February 25. There you go. It's a holiday today here in Manila. time is 2:15 p.m. Okay, let's just cycle it up. Let's just check the time, if that's correct. There you go. 2:15. By the way, one of the gripes here is that it's a touchscreen, but it's really focused on just the touchscreen. The use of the touchscreen is really for focusing, not on the functions of the camera. You still need to go through the hard keys in order to navigate through the menus inside the ZV1. And then it is asking me to install an application on my mobile phone, which is the Imaging Edge. So I've had that installed on my iOS and Android devices so that I can easily download, control the camera, and other things to do as well. Okay, so you have several buttons here in the camera on the right side. So you have a scroll wheel, you have the menu bar, you have the function button, you have the custom to button, which is basically the either the delete button or the product showcase, and then the play button as well. So now I'm using the camera, it's focusing. So as I've said, the touchscreen is really used for focusing, for tracking, track focus. But if you need to change the settings of the camera in terms of ISO, aperture, shutter speed, you really have to go through the menu, okay, the hard keys. So here I'm trying it out. So if you, unlike my Lumix GF2, which is a 10-year-old camera, almost a 10-year-old camera, everything's on, all the settings can be configured via the touch. So here's the camera. This is the best feature of all, which is the fully articulating screen. I think this is the first fully articulating screen of Sony. They've had on the RX100 mostly on the flip-up side. So the problem there is if you wanted to mount a camera on top of the hot shoe, it tries to cover the screen. So here, it's basically one of the best features. That's why most of the YouTubers who reviewed this camera really praise this ZV1. Okay, there you go. So the focus is quite nice. I'm trying it out. So by the way, right now I'm shooting using my iPhone iPhone 11 Pro. So you have here the buttons. You have the on and off switch. You have the video record button, which is quite large, which I really appreciate. You have the defocus button. This is one of the good features here. And then of course you have the shutter button and the wide and tele switch as well. Okay, the microphone, as I've heard in certain YouTube reviews, is quite good. So I'll try to test it out. But I do have an external mic and an external wireless mic that I can use as well. So here the focus, I'll try to make use of and try and see and use the defocus button. So here when I click that, clear, so you can see the bag at the background, which is clear. When I turn on defocus, it just focuses on the cuff. So that's such a cool feature. Another cool feature is the product showcase, wherein if you're actually vlogging directly from the camera, talking to the camera, and then if you want to showcase a product, you can just place it in front. You don't have to block your face. It focuses to the nearest object from the camera itself. That is quite cool. Okay, so that is the focus button. You also have the, okay, there you go. Oh, what I really appreciate is you do have a tally light as well. This is quite new for a vlogging camera, a pocket camera such as this. So this reminds me of the old handy cams from before, wherein it has a tally light or an indicator light that tells the person who's being shot if the recording is actually turned on. So it's very useful for vlogging so that you would know if you're actually recording or not. Okay, and the cool thing here is when you close the flip out screen, it actually turns off the camera itself, which is a cool feature. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's jump into the other freebies. So we have here the cuff. It's created by Peak Design. So Peak Design is one of the best camera accessory makers, and they make very good products. So here is a cuff. I think there's 2 loops that are included, so I can use the loop for either 2 cameras. I'll use it for this one, and I'll use it for the Insta360 as well. Okay, there you go. This is the cuff. Let's try to open it up. Get my unboxing knife. There, unbox. Oh, by the way, the quality of this box is quite superb. You really know it's a premium giveaway. So here you go. You have a pouch included, which is a stretchable couch. I'm not so sure if the camera will fit here, but yeah, it seems like we can fit in the ZV1 here. It's a stretchable device. Yep, there's the loop. There's yep, it's made by Peak Design, which is very good quality. Yep, it fits the camera. That's quite good. Let's try and see the loop in itself. There you go. Wow. Branded as Sony, created by Peak Design. So let's try and open it up. Try and see how it looks like. There you go. So this is an instant release. One of the good features here is you can put in the loop, and then you can remove the cuff anytime, so that you don't have that string or that cuff all the time. Okay, so it has that easy access grip. I'll just put it on my. Oh, very good. So if I'm using this for, during travel, that's nice. It's branded as Peak Design. Again, very good brand for camera enthusiasts and camera consumers. Alright, next thing we're going to do is I'm gonna remove the loop and try and show you what it looks like. Here it is. So it's just a simple loop, which is similar to like an ID or a keychain holder. And later on, I'll try to put it on the camera itself. So here, but first I'll try. Yep. There you go. So put it in this loop. So I need a prying, maybe a needle or something very small like a toothpick, so that I can put it into the camera. And then the cool thing here is that when you're going to use the cuff, you can just slide it in. It locks perfectly. And then if you need to remove it out, you can easily remove it by pushing the button and removing it. So this is the Bluetooth grip, priced at $6.5, but it actually is included as the vlogger kit. So the standard one that's included, I think last year, was really more on the wired grip, and that was a smaller one. When I tried it out in the showroom of Sony, this one is the one that's being showed in most of the YouTube channels. So this is the Bluetooth grip VTB-BT2. I think that's the model number. So it comes with a carrying case. Very nice carrying case, Alcantara. Then there's some paperwork inside the box, but let's try and see the grip itself. So you have all the function buttons that you need: the tele, wide, the zoom, the photo, the movie button. And this is powered by a CR2025 battery, which is a button cell-sized battery at the back. And it serves as both as a grip and a mini tripod stand, so which is quite good. And you do have access to the C1 button, which I found very useful as compared to the wired grip. So I think the wired grip didn't have the C1 button. It was really more of just a shutter button in itself. And again, this is powered by a CR25 button cell battery, which is actually included in the box. And then I'll put it inside. Oh, you don't have to twist it. There's a screw type crown so that you can easily screw in the ZV1 into the grip itself. There you go. Wow, this is nice. Very lightweight. Although it's plastic in construction, the purpose of that is really it's very, very lightweight, easy, nice. So here's another freebie. They gave a canvas couch and another windscreen. Cool, limited edition. Gradational windscreen, black MI shoe cover. Let's try and see what that means. Oh, this is so cute. Oops, what's that colored thing? Oh, that's the gradation. This is so cool. It looks like a troll from the 1980s, the famous toy. Okay, there is the windscreen. So I'll just put it in. The hot shoe with windshield screen. So I think I won't use this because it's too eye-catching. Anyhow, let's try and see how it works. So here's the block, and here's the troll hair color. And now we have the canvas couch. This I really appreciate. I really love brands that give freebies, give bags as a freebie. When I bought the DJI Mini 2, it came with a bag, so I really appreciate that. And with the ZV1, I was actually planning to buy a pouch as well, but the good thing Sony Philippines actually dropped this off as part of the purchase. So this one is free. It's canvas. It is of good quality, so I really appreciate that. Alright, so that is the unboxing. I will take this out today and try to shoot hopefully some cinematic footage on 1080p or 24.